went to Laval, Quebec to report on biker gang members at the Le Clair institution.
Their bikes are as brash as their reputation. They sell drugs. They kill with knives and bombs. Sometimes the target is rival gangs. Sometimes it's law enforcement officers. Sometimes their own people. And sometimes the Hells Angels are caught and convicted of their crimes. The popular perception is once the bikers are behind bars, the problem is solved. Well, not if you work here. This is the Le Clair Institution, and these days it's the home of the Hells. Consider this. In the Hells hierarchy, the guys at the top of the gang, the baddest of the bad, they're known as the full patch, and they're a select few, only about 28 in the entire province of Quebec. 14 of them are right here. So are another 50 prospects or junior members. Coupled with the gang's wealth and connections on the outside, it gives the Angels here the power to control the drug trade, intimidate guards, and strong-arm other inmates. And as we discovered, it also gives them the power to keep their critics silent.
Merci.
Denis Cloutier was brought in as warden here to take control of the growing biker population.
We cannot underestimate their influence, their power at times.
He called a meeting with gang leaders. His message was blunt.
This is not the territory of bikers. This is not the territory of a particular group of inmates. This is the territory of the correctional service, and we show that very clearly.
After Cloutier arrived at Le Clair, so did more Angels. Corrections Canada decided to put them under one roof in Quebec to try to contain what it admits is its top security problem. So how did you convince your staff that this institution was indeed safe?
I asked each and every one of them, each and every one employee here. There's no tolerance for any intimidation.
And intimidation can kill. 1997, 2 guards gunned down in broad daylight. One of the killers says the head of the Hells Angels in Quebec, Maurice Boucher, ordered the killings to destabilize the justice system. Some guards complain the Angels can't be reformed, saying they have a corrupting influence on other inmates. Some inmates agree. No one would say that on camera.
They know they're staying here for the long haul.
Just the opposite. Inmate Daniel Letourneau says it's the bikers who are under pressure here.
They feel it boxed in, I'm sure of that. I'm not the biker, but you sense those things.
But you're almost making me then feel sorry for these guys.
In a way, we should, because you should see all the pressure. You read the newspaper every day, they talk about them every day. How would you feel? They'd be talking about you and all the newspapers and everything they're saying, how bad you are, and you're in jail also.
For days, the Hells Angels refused to talk to us on camera. They wouldn't even allow us to show you their faces. Until Michel Sky Langlois agreed to talk. He's a founding member of the Hells Angels in Montreal, one of the few still alive. He's doing 5 years, charged with trying to smuggle and sell 170 kilos of cocaine. He's been jailed before for his role in the death of 5 gang members back in 1985. He set the ground rules for the interview. No questions about the Angels' activities outside these walls. He wanted to talk about life on the inside.
But I think we get special attention.
I asked him if that attention is deserved.
No, we're no worse than anyone else, no better.
But prison security says they are a lot worse. A sniffer dog now checks for smuggled drugs after 3 Angels were accused of running a drug smuggling ring here.
We often hear the name Hells Angels coming out of the investigations, saying inmates are bringing in the drugs for us. But that's completely false. We go about our day, and if we want to get out of here as quickly as possible, we don't make trouble. We do our time like we're supposed to.
But when they do cause trouble, Cloutier transfers them to a maximum security prison, his toughest weapon. Tough but temporary. Most end up back at Le Clair.
They got to follow the same rules as other inmates. They cannot have a bunker here in this institution, and they cannot have all the space.
But the guards union says maybe the bikers should have their own bunker, a prison of their own, to reduce the threats to inmates, officers, and the system itself.
There's the anti-gang law on the outside, and if we need special laws on the outside, then I think we could use them on the inside as well.
And as the power struggle continues, the fear, the intimidation, inmates like Daniel Letourneau watch and wait.
So who's got the power here?
The warden.
Cloutier or the Hells?
He's got the power. If he's not happy with you, he's been transferring a few of them, so not only them, a few guys. So he's in charge right now.
Right now.
But no, let's wait and see.
Sky Langlois expects he'll be out of jail in a year, maybe two. He says time is on his side. That and the Angels' power of persuasion.
I think they'd have to learn to get to know them. If they knew them a little better, they'd be a lot less scared.